Monday of the second week of Lent, March 2nd, 2026. My brothers and sisters, as we pray for peace in our world, today's readings center on mercy and forgiveness. In the first reading, the prophet Daniel turns to God in prayer on behalf of the people. What is striking in Daniel's prayer is his honesty and humility. He does not try to justify the people or shift the blame. Instead, he simply admits, "We have sinned, we have done wrong." Yet even in that confession, Daniel holds on to hope. He reminds us that God is compassionate and forgiving. Even when people stray, God does not stop loving them. His mercy remains open to anyone who turns back to Him. In the Gospel, Jesus Christ calls us to imitate that same mercy. He says very simply, "Be merciful just as your Father is merciful." That is a powerful invitation. Jesus is asking us to reflect the very heart of God in the way we treat others. And then He makes it very practical. Do not judge. Do not condemn. Forgive. Give generously. Because the measure we use for others will often become the measure that comes back to us. But let's be sincere. Forgiveness is not always easy. When someone hurts us, the natural reaction is to hold on to the pain or to seek revenge. Yet Jesus invites us to choose another path, the path of mercy. Forgiveness is like a healing balm on a wound. It may not erase the scar immediately, but it begins the healing process. Without forgiveness, we remain trapped in bitterness. With forgiveness, we experience a freedom. Jesus valued reconciliation so much that He once said, "If you come to the altar to offer your gift and remember that someone has something against you, first go and be reconciled." In other words, peace in our relationships matters deeply to God. But reconciliation requires humility. Pride and self-righteousness often make forgiveness difficult. When we insist on being right all the time, we close the door for healing. And Jesus reminds us of something very important. We give from what we carry inside our hearts. A heart filled with gladness will give gladness. A heart filled with bitterness will spread bitterness. That is why at this season of Lent invite us to look honestly within ourselves. It is a time for conversion, a time to seek God's mercy, and a time to extend that same mercy to others. If we have been forgiven so much by God, then we too are called to forgive. So today, let us ask the Lord to fill our hearts with compassion, kindness, and mercy, so that in our daily encounters with family, friends, and neighbors, and even those who hurt us, we may reflect something of God's own mercy. And in doing so, we will become more like our loving and merciful Father. Have a beautiful day.